Hello again, and welcome back to another QUTV News Update. I'm Sarah Valkamp.
And I'm Colleen McCormick. On this week's update, we find out if it's appropriate to text your professors and a first look at pre-game activities at a Hawks football game. Topping news this week, the state of Quincy University. An upcoming town hall meeting offers the chance for students to ask questions and have their voice heard regarding issues at QU. The meeting is set for September 23rd at 6:30 p.m. in the Hawk's Nest. Student Government Association is hosting, and President Robert Gervasi will be present to give the State of the University address. Dr. Gervasi will discuss what upcoming changes students can expect. There will also be a Q&A session with those in attendance. You can also submit questions beforehand. There are boxes in the UC, CAF, the library, and by the main entrance of QU.
We decided to have these town hall meetings this year to get the students' voice out there. As the Student Government Association, we're supposed to be the governing body of the students, and we feel like this is an avenue to get the students' questions answered, some concerns raised, and hopefully some changes made.
Again, the town hall meeting will take place on September 23rd in the Hawk's Nest at 6:30 p.m. Refreshments will be provided. In addition to the town hall meeting, the Student Government Association is holding a Haunted Hannibal Ghost Tour. The event is this Saturday, September 20th, and is free to all to attend. There will be a bus leaving from the cafeteria cul-de-sac at 7:45 p.m. Space is limited, so sign up in the Student Affairs office or the Student Government office, which is in room 132 in Francis Hall.
Text messaging has become one of the most popular mediums of communicating between not only two people, but also a group of people. However, how acceptable is texting when it comes to communicating with authority? I recently conducted a survey with various professors throughout QU's campus with one simple question. Are you comfortable communicating with your students through texting? Out of the 17 professors surveyed, only 4 of them said they feel comfortable giving out their cell phone number as a way of communicating. I asked a communication professor to weigh in on the issue.
I have not communicated with students through texting yet. I probably won't. I text a lot with family and friends, and I think there is a culture around texting that it is immediate, and sometimes I can't text right back, and I don't want the students ever to think that I was ignoring them or not getting back to them or not being responsive.
Some professors prefer texting when a quick response is needed, and it is best to communicate with them in person about their preferred method of communication. Ready to start an internship to get a jump start in your career? QU is part of the Early Exploratory Program, which helps students find internships within the state of Illinois. You can get involved in the program by talking to QU's Director of Career Services, Kristen Leeson. Not everyone is ready for an internship, so meeting with Leeson to discuss options should be the first step of the internship process.
The Early Exploratory Program is a grant-funded program from the Illinois Department of Education, and it's a grant that assists employers with paying half of a wage for students to do an internship for credit or for the experience.
Remember that this program is funded by the Illinois Department of Education, which means you must be an Illinois resident to apply. There was a lot of cheering going on around campus this past Monday evening. The 2 Panhellenic sororities on campus celebrated their annual bid day in the Hall of Fame room. Greek life on campus is growing with each and every year. Here's what you can do to get more involved.
The college experience is full of many things that you do not learn in a classroom. Campus organizations bring new life to students who would otherwise just go to class and do homework. One of the quickest ways to get involved is to join Greek Life. And just this past week, Greek Life on QU's campus gained some new members. Bid Day, which occurred this past week, is the final step of formal recruitment for the 2 sororities on campus. New members and sorority women find out in a big reveal who will be joining which organizations. Then, all of Greek Life celebrates together. The Delts are the fraternity on campus, and their recruitment is still in the process. They will be welcoming their new members on the 25th of September. And Greek life continues to grow. Plans are in the works for a multicultural fraternity, Phi Beta Sigma. Anyone interested should contact Calvin Johnson, Director of Multicultural and Leadership Development. The reasons to go Greek can be vast, but the grad assistant for Greek life, Amy Dameron, explains why it is especially important for this campus.
It really brings out leadership in people because they understand that the mission that is implemented by the different fraternities and sororities is mainly leadership and higher standards of conduct, and you have a lot of people that grow and mature faster in these concentrated organizations because they all build on each other and lift each other up.
Alpha Omicron Pi and Phi Sigma Sigma will be continuing their recruitment process over the coming weeks, so it is not too late to join. If you are at all interested in Greek life, talk to Calvin Johnson or speak with Amy, and they will put you in contact with the right people.
Just have a lot of fun while we're doing it. We want this to be a positive experience, and we want to bring the fraternities and sororities a more positive reputation on campus, just like it is everywhere else, and just to show that we're community leaders as well.
For QUTV, I'm Colleen McCormick.
Have you ever wondered why you hear bells ringing every hour on the hour all over campus? Father John Doctor, Vice President of Mission and Ministry, says that the ringing of Francis Hall's bells each hour has been a tradition for Quincy University up until recently. QU's computer system that controlled the timing of the bells crashed in 2010, and the bells were left silent. This past November, as a part of the strategic plan for the university, a portion of the funds for the renovating of the chapel replaced the bell system to its former glory. Although many of us may not take the time to think about what the bell ringing truly means on a daily basis, Father John states that it is not just to alert us of what time it is.
From a church perspective, it is also to remind us to take a pause, to remind us that we live and we move within the mystery of God that's around us. So it really is to awaken us to that awareness within ourselves.
It certainly feels like fall out there, with chilly temps and cloudy weather.
But we might be in for a warm-up. QUTV's Stephen Philippi has the latest with QUTV's weather.
Thanks, guys, and welcome to another QUTV forecast. I'm Stephen Philippi. This week we've got some pretty nice temperatures for you. It seems on Friday we've got 79 degrees with partly sunny skies. Then on Saturday we've got 81 degrees and a 40% chance of rain. That graphic needs to go right about there. Sunday, we've got all sunny skies, Sunday all the way up to Tuesday, so that's just going to be beautiful. If you want to play some last-minute recreational volleyball out there, now's the time in order to do it. Best week for it. On Sunday, we've got 73 degrees, Monday, 72, Tuesday, and 75. It's just beautiful looking. On Wednesday, we've got 73 degrees with partly sunny skies. On Thursday, we've got 75. That's our QUTV forecast, guys. I'm tossing it back to you.
Thanks, Stephen. Though it's a big part of campus life, some students are just too busy to attend a sporting event.
QUTV Sports Director Ethan Cowgill is here to tell us a little about the game day experience at QU. Hi, Ethan.
Well, thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Colleen. I had a great chance to check it out. Football games are more than just a free thing to pass the time. The college experience is something that everyone should at least try out once. And if you hadn't had a chance to make it out to Flint Stadium, here's just a small taste of what you can expect. Ethan Cowgill here with QUTV Sports. I'm standing in front of Flint Stadium here, where the Hawks are about to open up the season at home against Northern Michigan. And while students are eagerly anticipating the game, it's also what happens before the game that creates a truly special student experience. Let's take a look at some of those activities right now.
There are a lot of activities for students to enjoy before the game. From the barbecue, to the music, to the mini games, there's something that will strike a student's interest. Freshman Amber Anthony shared her experience at her first Hawks football game.
For my friend, because she's a cheerleader, we spelled out her name. They did some crazy stuff and jumped on like the bouncy houses. I just kind of watched and laughed.
But the pregame festivities aren't just limited to students. It's also a great opportunity for parents and children to get involved on the tailgating action.
When you get a chance, you take a look around, you're going to see all ages here. And, it's a great experience. It's family oriented.
After tailgaters have had their fill of great food and fun games, it's time for them to fill into the stadium where the marching band serenades them with the national anthem. Athletic Director Marty Bell speaks about how important it is for students to get involved in the pregame activity.
It was a good game, had a good time with my friends, and that's what you want to be able to say. At the end of the day, when you're done in college, you look back and say, I had a lot of good days like that.
For QUTV Sports, I'm Ethan Cowgill.
Now let's get on to the actual game. That's the whole reason that we go to the game. Tom Padgett's squad looks to reverse the lackluster home openers that have hung over QU football. The Hawks have only come out victorious once in their last 6 home openers. Pre-game, the Hawks look prepared to stay perfect on the year against Northern Michigan. Good return here by QU. Tom Padgett on the sideline. And we're going to see here, quarterback Nick Lonergan. He's going to roll out. He's looking, and he's going to find freshman wideout Cody Woods. That's going to set him up in the red zone. And Chris Harris, he's going to take the handoff here, and he's just going to take it off, and he's going to say, let's just take the early lead. Stretches out, crosses the pylon, and the Hawks take the early 7-0 lead. But unfortunately, the Hawks couldn't muster out much more offense, and they fall to Northern Michigan 31-14. Women's soccer also played, opening up GLVC conference play against Southern Indiana on a rainy night at Legends Stadium. But the slippery conditions didn't slow down the Lady Hawks. It didn't take long for the Lady Hawks to get shots on the net. We see here, it's looking Minnesota, but the Lady Hawks are going to be feeling California here. As we see, they're going to take the ball down to the field, and they're going to get a corner kick coming up here. And senior Taylor Wakeland is going to find junior Ashley Burton right up here for the early 1-0 lead. And QU would go on to win that game 2-0, improving 3-2 on the year. That's going to do it for QUTV Sports this week. I'm Ethan Cowgill.
Thanks, Ethan. QU gave the chance for students to have their voice heard on their Constitution Day. The university hosted a public forum to discuss the legalization of marijuana. Both students and faculty packed the Hall of Fame room for the debate. Director of Student Teaching, Ray Heilman, served as the acting mayor of the town hall meeting. Heilman stressed the importance of providing students an outlet to voice their opinions.
What their feelings are is really kind of a crapshoot. I'm really not sure what's going to happen. I'm going into it with an open mind, a listening ear, and hopefully learn a lot today.
The meeting split students into groups of various contingencies, such as the local bar association, local law enforcement, and the media. The student trial team oversaw the forum and worked with Mayor Heilman to come to a conclusion on whether to legalize marijuana based on the evidence presented. Senior Thomas Vitale was encouraged by the participation of the student body.
So it was cool to see the turnout today. People definitely seemed at least interested, more so than with other things. So, if we can keep getting, it's cool to hear from the campus community about what they think about issues and to get people talking. It's the best way to start people, to get them caring.
That's it for this week's QUTV News Update. Remember to tune in online on Facebook or on Channel 97 on campus for more news anytime. For the entire QUTV team, I'm Colleen McCormick.
And I'm Sarah Valkamp. Until next time, Hawks, keep soaring high.